Got to get him going.
At the far wing, turned back near side. That's Pasha Beret, who's been a big part of this team for Jurupa Valley. Leads the team in scoring with 16.8. Couldn't make the three-pointer fall on that attempt there. That cross-key pass intercepted. Back the other way come the Jags. Adame with it. Euro step to the hoop. Cannot get it to fall. And now a foul. Georgie Enze came down with it for La Sierra. Referees will have a little discussion on who this is going to go on, and it appears to go against Jurupa Valley.
And Mark Gard, the longtime coach here, has been here since 1988. He's been the sole coach here at Jurupa Valley. Remember, his father was the head basketball coach at Riverside Poly. Arlo Gard was the head coach. Was also coached a guy named Reggie Miller. I think a few people have heard about him. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Only slightly notable Riverside product. Moreno for three. Off the mark just a bit. It's still 6-4 in favor of Jurupa Valley. Just 3 minutes into this one. A play-in game between Jurupa Valley and La Sierra in the River Valley League. The runner for Ivan Adame is no good on the other end. Trying to go coast to coast. It was Enze. His layup no good. Now a jump ball with the possession arrow favoring Jurupa Valley.
Enze is one of the best athletes we've seen all season long. Been a big superstar for Justin Norman and his ball club. Remember, Justin Norman had won 5 straight River Valley League championships before giving up the last 2 to the undefeated Hillcrest Trojans, coached by Jackson Wood, but Justin Norman's had this program going for years.
Dribble drive, losing it there was Adame. La Sierra wants to take advantage in transition. Enze, drive and kick. Now a baseline dribble drive, hesitation, going up with it and drawing the foul as Ian Davis will have our first free throws of this one. La Sierra leading by 2.
Yeah, both teams like to run up and down the floor, both playing man-to-man. They will show some press throughout the night. Both coaches adjust very well to one another. Probably 2 of the best coaches we have in the entire Inland Empire region.
First free throw good for Davis, a 7-4 lead now for La Sierra. And if I can go back for a second, what a job Jackson Wood has done with the program at Hillcrest as far as the River Valley League goes.
He is 20-0 his last 2 seasons. Capped it off last year with a CIF championship, the first of any sport at Hillcrest, and they are looking to do the same this year. They got a great player, Sebastian Mendoza, and they are ranked really high in their division CIF.
Ian Davis 2 for 2 at the line, so a 4-point lead now for the Eagles out of La Sierra. Jurupa Valley back to work with the set offense. Meza with it, picks up his dribble now, looks for options, goes to his left to find Ekong. Back up top to the point for Ian Davis.
Yeah, La Sierra now showing a matchup zone.
Dribble drive, putting the ball on his hip and making the layup. Boy, an acrobatic bucket for Alan Aguilar.
That's one thing Coach Gard will do is, you know, his players, when they come in as freshmen, a lot of them have never played organized basketball. He really gets them to become very good basketball players by the time they leave here.
Davis' three-pointer comes up empty-handed. The La Sierra lead is 2, 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Baseline drive, and what a block for La Sierra by Tutu Ekong. Long jumper, no good. Alan Aguilar trying to get it to fall. And now a foul on the rebound, or that's going to be a shooting foul. Scratch that as Peter Lopez goes to the line for Jurupa Valley, and that's the first free throws for the Jaguars in this one.
Yeah, Justin Norman not too happy with his Eagles giving up an offensive rebound and an easy shot. Good thing is they fouled him, didn't give up a 3-point play. So
Lopez first free throw is good. As a team, Jurupa Valley shooting 60% from the charity stripe. One-point game. Lopez has a chance to tie it. His free throw is no good. 8-7 La Sierra, 3:20 on the clock here in quarter number 1. Casey Reed on the other end for La Sierra. Back up top to the point for Doe. Doe dribble drive, kick out from the elbow. Far corner 3 does not fall. Offensive rebound, though, is good for Casey Reed. Lead stretches back to 7 for La Sierra. Or 3, that is, 10-7. 3 minutes to play.
And Casey Reed very active so far here early in this ball game. All over the glass.
To the baseline, picking up his dribble, it's Lopez. Swung to the far corner for three. No good off the hand of Dominic Perez. Foul on the rebound. As tangled up was George Enze and Pasha Beret.
Yeah, La Sierra now showing a trapping zone, a 2-3 trap. Anything below the free throw line, they're going to double on every pass here.
Foul going against La Sierra. To slap the ball, it's Mario Cuellar. Layup off the inbounds pass, no good for Lopez, and La Sierra takes back over. Ian Davis to Jordan Moreno off the bench. Doe with a drive, his runner took a trip around the rim and fell off. 10-7 in favor of La Sierra, the away team. 2:20 to play in the first quarter. At the elbow, kick back out, near wing, three-point attempt. Cuellar could not get it to fall. La Sierra in transition. Doe. And the jumper from the baseline. Offensive rebound once again for La Sierra. Back up top, Reed. That time couldn't get it to fall, and Casey Reed was blocked. On his last attempt on that one, he was fouled, and Casey Reed will be at the line with a three-point lead.
You got to like what La Sierra is doing. They're being very aggressive, attacking the basket. They're not relying on strictly jump shots. They are dribble penetrating, trying to draw fouls and get Jurupa Valley in foul trouble here.
So Casey Reed, the senior. First free throw is on the mark, 11-7 now, the La Sierra lead. Reed is 6'4", 190. Got a brace on his left leg as he misses the second free throw. Offensive rebound, though, a tie-up, and this should go to La Sierra. Boy, a great hustle play now. Once again, off the bench, Jordan Moreno comes up with an offensive rebound and drawing the jump ball. But if I can go back for a second and talk about Casey Reed, that brace on his left leg is from an ACL injury that he suffered. And one bucket off the inbounds pass, good for Georgie Enze. (13-7), chance to make it a three-point play for Enze, who has already had an impact in this one just through the first quarter.
And Jurupa Valley with 4 early team fouls here. Be good for La Sierra to get the bonus here before halftime, and it looks like they're going to do so pretty quickly here.
Enze's free throw is good. Tutu Ekong back in the game as he replaces Casey Reed. A 6-point lead for La Sierra, now turned 7 after the free throw. Just inside of 1:50 to play. Dangerous pass scooped up by Jurupa Valley. Adame with it. He drives. He floats one. It's off the back of the iron. Defensive rebound for La Sierra, and quickly goes to Ekong. Loses it on the ground, covers it up, and smart timeout called by Justin Norman, the head coach for La Sierra. 14-7 with 1:34 to play. Quick timeout for the Eagles, who come into this one with an overall record of 11-16. Their 5-5 league record is tied with Jurupa Valley for third place, and that's why we're playing this game.
Yeah, I mean, this is, if Jurupa Valley would have taken care of business, it's just like in a lot of the leagues we've seen in the Inland Empire. Some of these teams are knocking each other off, and Jurupa Valley last night darn near took the undefeated season of Hillcrest. They were within 3 points with under a minute to go, but ended up losing by 6 at Hillcrest. So a very, very formidable team in Jurupa Valley. But like I said, the experience of La Sierra, the 5 league championships in a row, they're only 2 years removed from that. Justin Norman always has his team ready to play. And even though the record doesn't indicate how good they actually are, they've played a very tough schedule, non-league, big-time tournaments. They were in the Corona tournament, the Battle Zone, so they've played some tough teams.
Off the inbounds pass, a quick shot that's an air ball for Tutu Ekong, and Jurupa Valley wants to go in transition. Drive, kick, three-pointer for Cuellar. He knocks it down.
And that's one thing Jurupa Valley can do, is they can shoot the basketball. Coach Gard, like I said, a disciple of Reggie Miller. His dad was the coach. They can definitely shoot the basketball.
He cut the lead down to 4, but then on the other end, Georgie Enze extends it back to 6 with an easy layup from the right side. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter, 16-10, La Sierra on top in a win-or-go-home game, a play-in game on a Friday before the selection weekend for the CIF office. This one knocked out of bounds by Ekong, and a baseline throw-in on the way for Jurupa Valley. 51 seconds to play. And once again, this is a Jurupa Valley team, like you mentioned, Jeff, that lost to the league champion Hillcrest. Just 61-53 the score in a game last night. Both these teams had to play a game last night, turn around and play an afternoon game today, so less than 24 hours for these kids to recover.
Yeah, it's got to be tough to ask these guys, but hey, it's for a playoff spot. I'm sure they went to bed early, ate well, and came ready to play today.
Georgie Enze for La Sierra picked up his dribble to the block, found a teammate Moreno. And side to side down the lane, pass back out to Doe, and his runner is no good. Jurupa Valley on the breakaway. A good pass up ahead to Cuellar, but he couldn't finish the layup. And now a foul called against Jurupa Valley, out of bounds. I'm not sure if that was a foul or if they said that Cuellar came down out of bounds, and that's what they'll say. So 14 fouls still for Jurupa Valley. We'll keep an eye on that. 20 seconds to play in the first frame between La Sierra and Jurupa Valley, a do-or-die matchup. Enze with it. Euro step, far corner. Hesitation for Moreno, and by hesitation I mean he took too many steps and a travel. Gives the ball right back to Jurupa Valley. They'll have 10 seconds to work with, shot clock off at the end of the first.
Yeah, both teams you can tell are a little rusty, probably a little nervous today. There's a lot on the line for these guys.
Inbounds to Aguilar. Hands off. This is Perez. Shot fake for Cuellar. Pulls up for three. Off the front side of the rim, and there's the buzzer to sound the end of the first quarter. 16-10 the lead for La Sierra as they're on the road trying to get a playoff spot against Jurupa Valley. When we come back on the Inland Sports YouTube channel, we'll have more live radio for you as we go overtime on the high school basketball regular season.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Back again courtside at Jurupa Valley High School, and we have a good one for you on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Win and you're in. This is a play-in game. Wasn't on the original schedule, but we got to play it and see who finishes third in the River Valley League to get a playoff spot in Division 4AA of the CIF playoffs. Jurupa Valley will have it to start the second quarter. They trail by 6, 16-10 the lead for La Sierra High School. I'm Colin Holt. That's Jeff Gorham. Appreciate you joining us on a Friday afternoon. Hope we can serenade your commute home. A three-pointer from the far corner is good for Ivan Adame. And we got a one-possession game just like that to start the second quarter.
Yeah, and if La Sierra is going to zone Jurupa and Jurupa decides that they can shoot the basketball, this could be a no-brainer. This could be over quickly. Jurupa Valley has had some big-time scoring games. I know they've put up 80, 90 points a couple times this season. So let's see if La Sierra will adjust and maybe go to a man-to-man or a trap.
That one kicked out of bounds by Pasha Beret on La Sierra's possession. So a baseline throw in just to the right of the basket. Intercepted immediately by Ivan Adame. Now they'll hold up and run the offense. Back to Beret. Beret, once again, leading the team in scoring. He finds Aguilar for three, goes doink off the rim. Aguilar ends up getting his own rebound as it was tipped back out to him. Adame for three. He's fouled on the three-point attempt and went down hard. He'll have 3 free throws if he can get up and shake this one off, but Adame's still down. He hit the hardwood. .7:13 to play, a 16-13 lead for La Sierra. And now with Ivan Adame averaging 17 points per game at the free throw line. Well, he had a chance to tie things up, but ends up missing his first free throw. Best he can do is pull him within one. Second free throw is good for Adame. Substitution for La Sierra. On comes Ekong, and off goes Jordan Moreno. Third free throw, no good. We got a 2-point game between La Sierra and Jurupa Valley. Enze, dribble drive, kick out, Reed. He drives down the left side of the paint. Can't get it to fall, and on the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Tutu Ekong. 7:01 to play here in the second quarter. 16-14 the lead for La Sierra. Jurupa Valley a chance to tie or take the lead for the first time in what feels like a long time in this one. Far wing, that's Adame. Back up top to Beret. Swung to the near wing and now inside. Top of the arc. Scoop pass to Beret. Beret right down the middle of the paint. He's blocked from behind by Casey Reed. Enze up ahead, finds Moreno. His lay-in doesn't fall. And that one will bounce out of bounds. Last touched by Jurupa Valley, they say. Boy, La Sierra thought they had touched it last. Referees seem to disagree. Now they changed their mind to give it back to Jurupa Valley.
Yeah, the overturned call there, probably the correct call, but I'll tell you what, both teams getting their opportunity to score. Missing a lot of easy layups here.
6.5 until halftime. 16-14 the lead for the Eagles.
La Sierra now playing man-to-man.
Beret along that near sideline has it tapped out of bounds. Good defense by Georgie Enze. 2-point lead for La Sierra. Real good turnout for an afternoon game. Boy, I love it.
Yeah, a packed house on one side of the bleachers.
Far wing for Jurupa Valley off the inbounds pass. Swung back up top to Adame. Adame bounce pass all the way back to Aguilar to the near corner. Now it's Perez. Perez back to Aguilar for three from the corner. No good. Offensive rebound and the tough foul as Beret was trying to bring it down. That'll be the fourth foul for La Sierra, and the team fouls come even on the scoreboard with 6 minutes to play until halftime.
Yeah, that's a tough foul. That's on Enze, and Enze, you got to keep him in the ball game. Looking at Justin Norman's bench, you got to keep Enze in there. He's one of the best athletes in the gym, if not the best.
How about Adame to Dominic Perez? A little catch and shoot action in the air, middle of the key, and he put it away. And we are tied, 16 apiece. Somebody's going to the playoffs with a win. Enze, dribbling with the left hand, now picks it up. Finds Doe, and he took a couple too many steps before he put the ball on the floor. Turnover back to Jurupa Valley. Remember, both of these teams played a game last night. A little bit sloppy in the early goings. So Jurupa Valley back on offense. To the far wing, that's Adame. Adame pulls up for three. They'll count that as a long two. But it went swish either way. 18-16, Jurupa Valley now on top with the help of the home crowd. Enze on the other end at the top of the offense, takes the screen. Now retreats from the defense. Long lob pass to the near side. Three-pointer gets nothing on the shot by Ian Davis, and Jurupa Valley wants to build their lead. Adame dribbling to his right, pulls up for three. Off the rim and no good. Back out of bounds. They'll say last touched by someone in a white jersey.
Well, you can't call Jurupa Valley shy. They're firing from everywhere on the floor. Just a couple dribbles and fire. As the two coaches are talking, looks like they're talking a little smack to each other. You see that?
Mark Guard and Justin Norman. A little chatty on the sideline.
Yeah, those guys, they're not friends at all. I'm just going to tell you, not friendly at all.
Turnover. Enze so in disbelief at the no call. Didn't get back on defense, but luckily Alan Aguilar couldn't scoop the ball up in time. Enze gets it right back, drives the length of the floor, puts it up and in, but they'll say foul on the floor before he went up with it.
Yeah, Enze turned the ball over, didn't get back on defense. The Jag ran it down and fell on top of the ball, and Enze got the ball right back.
18-16, the Jurupa Valley lead just inside of 5 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be William Doe to inbound it. Finds his guy Ekong in the near corner. Draws a foul. That's the 6th team foul on Jurupa Valley, getting into bonus territory here with 4:38 to play in the second. Doe again slaps the ball, gets the inbound play going. He's got Reed to the near corner if he wants him. Instead, he tried to go to Enze and just passed it right off of a Jurupa Valley player's foot. No kickball. Jurupa Valley right back on the other end. Pasha Beret way too strong off the glass. No good, out of bounds. And they say foul on the rebound going against Jurupa Valley, and that should be 1-1, and it is. So La Sierra will have some free throws here, trailing by a pair of points. 4:29 to play. Justin Norman wants a quick 30-second timeout to talk it over with his guys. La Sierra and Jurupa Valley, a play-in game. This is the 3rd time they've met. The first time was on December 21st of last year. It was a 54-41 victory for the Jags, and then La Sierra answered on January 23rd, not too long ago, with a 5-point victory.
I told you, these guys don't like each other. Justin Norman, Mark Gard, not friends. No, I will pull the curtain back. These two guys are the best of friends, and they've had some legendary battles the last, 8, 9 years, as long as Justin Norman's been at La Sierra. Remember, he was my assistant before I retired. He was Justin. I coached at La Sierra. Justin was my assistant for a couple of years. One of the best assistant coaches I ever had. In fact, when I left to take the job at Norte Vista, I never beat Justin Norman. I was 0 for 10 against one of my best friends in the world. I have a winning record against Mark Gard, so I have no problem playing him. But Justin Norman definitely had my number.
So you could be friends with Mark Gard. You rode off into the sunset with a winning record.
See, nobody else beat me in that league when I was there. I hammered the guy at Patriot, which made my day. Beat Jackson Wood, but I could never beat Justin Norman.
Jurupa Valley off a missed first free throw on a 1-and-1 attempt. Long three-pointer for Adame. Couldn't get it to fall, but the offensive rebound comes to Peter Lopez. He's a captain on this team. Quick passing for Jurupa Valley, but better defense by La Sierra. They got back in time. Adame dribble drive, and he got absolutely leveled. Georgie Enze in the paint. Almost linebacker-esque. And that is a foul. That's the 6th team foul on La Sierra, so one foul away from 1-and-1. Adame will have the inbounds pass. Underneath the basket, just to the right a bit of the backboard. Ivan Adame. Immediately, Beret pulls up for a 3 from another area code. Swish, 21-16, just like that for Jurupa Valley.
Can you tell Mark Gard was a coach of Reggie Miller from that shot right there? That was 30 feet away.
Takeaway, Adame in transition, goes up with it, rattles home. 23-16, and Jurupa Valley is now putting together a little run. They'll stop play now. William Doe a bit shaken up.
Yeah, Jurupa Valley right now just playing very aggressive defensively, getting a lot of steals, getting a lot of baskets in transition and open jump shots.
3:47 to play. This is Devin Wright, a junior guard. Into the game for La Sierra on the inbounds pass. He finds Ian Davis. And here comes La Sierra looking for answers here. Haven't scored in a little while. Devin Wright with a dribble drive, he's blocked. Jurupa Valley wants to go quickly with momentum, and the lay-in is good for Dominic Perez. And Dominic Perez, a guy who's averaging over 11 points per game. He also was a captain with the Jaguars. And now La Sierra still looking for answers. Reed driving with the left hand, kicks back out to Doe, turns it to Davis, back up to Doe. Hesitation, pass inside, loose ball taken away by Jurupa Valley. Quickly with it, it's Adame. He holds up, alley-oop action intercepted by Ekong for La Sierra, and now the Eagles looking for their first bucket in a while. Inside of 3 minutes to play before halftime, and a foul called as Ekong was dribbling with it on the other end for La Sierra. He will shoot 1-and-1.
Things getting a little chippy here. A lot on the line, Cullen.
(25-16), the lead for Jurupa Valley. Tutu Ekong hearing it from the Jurupa Valley crowd. First free throw is good. He'll shoot another one. 25-17. 2:59 is what the clock says. We're in period 2. You're listening live on the Inland Sports YouTube channel to Internet Radio. That's Jeff Gorham, the good-looking one. Then there's a guy next to him. That's me. I'm Colin Holt.
I am good looking. That's what my wife tells me. But that means because I'm always buying her roses. I buy her nice things, she's going to tell me I'm good looking.
Yeah, don't stop that because she might stop.
Yeah, definitely.
25-18 now. The second free throw was good, by the way. Jurupa Valley now draws a foul, and we're in bonus for the Jags, shooting 1-1. It'll be Adame at the line. See, we can say whatever we want about how good we look. This is internet radio.
I have a face for radio.
But then the nerds in the tech department decided to set up a little camera so you can see us during timeouts.
That's even better.
And our little charade is gone.
I have a face for radio, but an even better face for TV.
Adame's free throw is good. 27-18. We really do appreciate you hanging out with us on a Friday afternoon. Got some good basketball between La Sierra and Jurupa Valley, if only good for the fact that there is so much on the line here. Pass to Doe, broken up by Beret. Out of bounds, though.
You know, we were given the stat report. That's what it says, stat report from Mark Guard, and there's so many
It's 70
stats.
pages thick, I kid you not.
It's like War and Peace of stats. It has free throws by quarter, percentages. Oh, my gosh, it's incredible.
We had to ask our producer just to decipher it for us. Far sideline, that's Reed. Ian James thought about a 3. Now he pulls up from the elbow for a long 2, and his shot just a bit too far. 27-18. 2:20 to play in the first half. Beret holds up now, gives back to Aguilar. Back to Beret again. He's on the near wing. Looking for options. 20 to shoot. Far corner. Baseline drive for Perez. Passes through to Lopez. Turns it to Adame for 3. He came up short, but there for the rebound was Perez. And he finishes with the putback basket. 29-18.
That was a big-time play. Missed shot. Perez caught it in the air as he came down, flipped a nice reverse layup. That was a tough shot.
Ian James from the short corner he pulled up. Believe that shot was tipped. And now a jump ball will give the ball to La Sierra. An 11-point lead for Jurupa Valley, who at one point trailed by as much as 7. 1:41 to play. Baseline inbound pass for Doe. Goes up over the top, and alley-oop, trying to get it to Ekong, and he was fouled. Boy, and La Sierra's Ian Davis, as he heads to the bench, not happy about this run that Jurupa Valley is on right now. They lead by 11, and La Sierra, for a good portion of that first quarter, was in control of this one.
Yeah, they played with poise. They're playing a little bit out of control for a Justin Norman team. Coach Norman talking to Davis on the sideline right now. Explained a teaching moment by the head coach with one of his young stars.
Ekong hits the first free throw. Cuts the lead down to 10, 29-19.
You know, looking at Ekong, man, I'll tell you what, he could be a linebacker for a lot of colleges out here. He is built like a truck. Spends a lot of time in the weight room. I know Coach Norman and his staff have a great weight program. They lift weights during their basketball period every single day. So definitely strong athletes that he has.
He hit the second free throw as well. La Sierra trails by 9. Ekong's a guy that's averaging around 12 points per game. How about Perez underneath the basket again, finding a little seam in the defense and making La Sierra pay. 31-20.
Yeah, Perez has been the superstar here of the first half.
Enze wanted to take it himself. He's fouled on the way. He'll shoot 2. 10 rebounds per game for Ekong as well. He's definitely used that big frame to his advantage throughout the season. Enze from the line. First one is good. His team now trails by 10. He shoots again. And he hits the second one. Back down to a single-digit lead for Jurupa Valley. Aguilar brings it up the floor for the Jaguars. That's Beret, pass inside, just barely got it to his teammate Valdivia. Aguilar for 3, no good, out of bounds, last touched by Jurupa Valley. 60 seconds on the clock. Enze crosses half court with it, back up to Ekong, steps through 2 defenders, now floats one, couldn't get it to fall. And on the rebound, a whistle.
Yeah, late call, they're gonna say it's over the back on Jurupa Valley. Reed, the southpaw, with a nice touch, going back to the free throw line.
6'4" guard, a senior. First free throw is no good. Probably one of the better comeback stories in the area. Coming back from ACL. His team trails by 9. So double bonus. He shoots again despite missing the first.
If you notice, Colin, there's 3 officials out here. If you go to any school in the area, Jurupa Valley is the only school that will hire 3 officials for every home game.
Reed hit the second free throw with 3 officials watching. Short jumper for Ekong on the other end. It falls. Lead back up to 10 for Jurupa Valley. Doe to the wing, kicks it to the near corner. Moreno right back up to Enze. Now Enze looking for options. He's going to get a screen from Ekong. Question is which side. Now Ekong backs off. Enze still with it. Shot clock off. 15 to play in the first half. Enze wants the last shot to the block. A little windmill action on the layup. He couldn't get it to go. Turned back over, and Enze makes that layup. Good steal in the backcourt, and now a buzzer beater attempt for Adame is well off the mark. 33-25 is the Jurupa Valley lead. That is how we go to halftime. Live on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. You're listening to IS Internet Radio. That's Jeff Gorham. I'm Colin Holt. And what a job by Jurupa Valley to answer an early surge by La Sierra with a surge of their own, and now lead at 33-25.
Yeah, both teams, won their quarter. Jurupa Valley obviously won that second quarter. But if La Sierra can come out and make the adjustments, they can make this a tight ball game. A lot of basketball left. 16 more minutes.
16-10 Jurupa Valley, 11-16 La Sierra. They're both 5-5 in the River Valley League, so we got to play an extra game. The third time these two squads have met in the 2018-2019 season. A playoff spot is on the line, and we will be back right after this.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
What's going on, guys? Coach Bass here. To all you football players, as season comes to an end, don't miss the opportunity to get better this offseason. We're rolling out our overtime strength training program. Our overtime program is a 3-6-week cycle that'll be starting on January 7th. We're going to have 3 levels: beginners, intermediate, and advanced for elementary, middle, and high school athletes. And what you can expect with our overtime program is what you can always expect here at Boost. Strength development, speed development. We're going to be doing performance testing and nutritional guidance to help you guys get bigger, stronger, and faster. So overtime's coming back. It's starting January 7th, and it's going to be better than ever. If you'd like to find more information about our overtime program that has served a lot of great athletes in the Corona Norco area, feel free to contact us directly through Facebook, on Instagram at Boost Training, or Twitter, Boost_Training. Or reach out to us directly here at our gym at 951-532-4904.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Got a good one for you on a Friday afternoon. I'm Colin Holt, joined by Mark Gard, the head coach for Jurupa Valley. And Coach, how cool is this? You guys playing an extra game on a Friday after the regular season.
It's kind of got a little bit of a playoff flair to it, or feel. And so far, you know, I mean, we got a nice little crowd here. It's been an exciting game. I don't know if it's been a great game. It's been a lot of errors by both teams, but it's been fun so far.
Yeah, Coach, everyone a little bit on edge, kind of a win and you're in type of situation. You know, what'd you say to your guys at halftime, kind of try to settle them down?
I don't know if I can say that on air. I was a little disappointed in our screen outs. I thought we gave them a lot of second chance points. We're letting Georgie run the floor, and when he does that, he's usually pretty good. So we're going to try and force him to his left. Same thing with Tutu, Ekong. We try and force him to the left. We don't think they're as good going that way, but we just got to cut out the second chance points.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you so much. Best of luck to you in the second half.
All right, thanks.
That's Jurupa Valley head coach Mark Gard, and I'm told we're efforting an interview with now head coach for La Sierra, Justin Norman, as he joins us live on the Inland Sports YouTube channel, Inland Sports Internet Radio. And Coach, kind of a win and you're in situation. What was the message to the guys at halftime?
we just got to let our emotions go and just play basketball. When we do that, we are a pretty darn good team. But obviously, with showing our record, we haven't done that for the most part of the year. You know, we got some seniors that should be a little bit better than where they are in terms of emotional maturity. But, you know, that's our focus. We're down 9 last time we played these guys and beat them by 6 going away. So hopefully we can continue to do that and get pressure where we need to, make a few shots, and then get ourselves going.
Coach, just a little bit of a sloppy first half for you guys. What did you see from your guys that you liked, though, in that first half?
When we crash the boards and create our own destiny, we're a pretty good team, like I said, and we get extra second chance points, extra possessions. When we watch and stand and watch our you know, one guy dribble the ball, we're very average, if not below average. So we just got to put it together, play as a team, play for each other, not worry about the officials, not worry about anything else but playing basketball and playing our brand of basketball.
Coach, so much on the line today. It's going to be a heck of a second half, so don't go anywhere. Thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Well, Jeff, quite the first half. A little bit sloppy, but loads of fun, loads of excitement, because this essentially is a play-in game. It's a do-or-die situation for both of these teams, essentially. I mean, there are some other options, but really, win and you're in, and that's it, Jeff. And just your thoughts on that first half.
Like I said, both teams played well at times. La Sierra really came out, showed their athletic ability. They attacked the basket well. And then Jurupa Valley, just, you know, based on their shooting, they were able to get some baskets in transition and hit the open shots. That's why they were able to take this pretty sizable lead, considering everything at stake. That's a pretty big lead now. That's 16 minutes. Let's see how they adjust. I assume La Sierra will probably show a little bit of press, try to make Jurupa Valley turn the ball over.
Well, and these two coaches, they've been around a while, and you know both of them pretty well, and they're not going to be rattled by that first half. They're not going to be rattled by this situation, and they know exactly what to tell their guys, you know, in the halftime locker room to try to adjust. And it's a 33-25 lead for Jurupa Valley as we get set to start the second half. You are watching and listening live on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. That's Jeff Gorham. I'm Colin Holt. We appreciate you joining us on a Friday afternoon. This game was originally not on the schedule. It's a play-in game for a spot in the Division IV AA playoffs in the CIF Southern section. Jurupa Valley's wearing all-white uniforms. They are going left to right across your radio dial. And for La Sierra in the blue road kits, they're going right to left across your radio dial. An 8-point lead for Jurupa Valley as we begin the second half. Three-point attempt to start things off in the third quarter. It's an air ball on the shot by Pasha Beret. La Sierra right back to work near corner Moreno. Swung around to the far corner now. Enze. Doe with a runner as he gets the pass. And it's turned over off the missed shot. So Jurupa Valley right back to work. Long three for Adame. And he rings it off the rim. No good. Rebound by Beret. Dribbled it off the foot, though, of Tutu Ekong and out of bounds.
Yeah, you can't say that Jurupa Valley's shy at shooting. Every guy in the quarters looks like they have the green light to shoot threes.
Off the inbounds, Adame gets it. Turned around to Beret on the far wing. Beret to the free throw line and down. High layup does not fall. And the rebound comes to Enze. Cross half court to Moreno. Near corner, open for three. Missed it to the short side. And it's turned right back over. Adame defensive rebound. He wants to go coast to coast. Instead loses it for a second. Peter Lopez picks up the loose ball. And then it's Pasha Beret. Adame. Back to Lopez. Back to Adame. Mid-range jumper. Doesn't fall off the far side of the rim. Enze to the free throw line. Euro step layup comes up short. Right back with it is Perez off the rebound. He's going quickly. To Adame along the near sideline. Guarded closely by Antonio Moreno. Now gives back up to the point for Aguilar. Aguilar right back to Adame. Pass down low in the air. A turn and shoot for Dominic Perez. But he banked it off the glass and then off the short side of the rim. No good, 33-25. Still looking for our first bucket of the second half. Couple steps on the way to the rim for Casey Reed. Wasn't called. The layup is no good as well.
Yeah, Casey Reed might have taken off from the three-point line and got away with a travel there, but
boy, Adame just has no limit to how far away he's allowed to shoot. The question is whether or not he can make it. Air balls went there, and Coach Gard just not happy and letting his three-point shooter hear it there.
Yeah, you heard him say, be smart. Got to make a smart decision. Don't just fire within 25 seconds on the shot clock. Make the defense come to you.
Well, especially in a game with such big repercussions. Moreno pulls up. Bounce pass to Doe. Doe looking for room, goes to Moreno. Near corner for three, yes! Antonio Moreno, the 5'9" junior, knocks it down. It's a 5-point game. La Sierra with the first points of the second half. They come on a three-pointer with 5:20 to play in the third quarter. Near corner for Jurupa Valley, working with it. That's Perez. Swung all the way back around, though, to Adame. This time he decides to drive, and he makes the floater, and that's a little bit more being smart, like what Coach Gard wanted.
Yeah, he made a smart move. He, made a jump stop, shot an on-balance shot. That's something the coach likes.
The pass inside. Ekong can't get it to fall. And the foul called going against Jurupa Valley. 35-28, 4:49 on the clock. We're in the third quarter, live on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. That's Jeff Gorham. I'm Cullen Holt. Courtside at Jurupa Valley for an impromptu play-in game in the River Valley League, looking for a third-place finisher. Playoff spot on the line. Doe from the baseline, inbound, trying to get it to Enze. It was broken up for his second, but right back to La Sierra. Enze steps inside, the pass across the key to Doe. Loose ball on the ground, a scramble for it. Enze dives for it. And now they're going to call a travel. Going against Georgie Enze, they'll say he rolled over with it in his hands.
I think Justin Norman has a right to argue on that one. I don't believe he actually had possession of the basketball, and I think that's what he's arguing. They called it traveling.
Aguilar to his right, bounce pass to Beret. Moreno with defense. Adame catch and shoot from the near corner. That one goes splash.
Okay, I think he's starting to hit a little bit here.
38-28, and I think that's what he pictures in his mind when he pulls up from 5 feet beyond the three-point line. Good there. Enze, a couple steps to the hoop, couldn't get the lay-in to fall. Adame, the intended recipient of the pass in transition, lost it out of bounds, and La Sierra goes right back the other way.
Yeah, watching Adame is kind of making me think he might not have a conscience. He just shoots from anywhere on the floor.
Frenetic pace here in this one. Enze with it. Moreno for three. No good. Offensive rebound comes to Doe. He dribbles away with it. Back up to Moreno. Picks up his dribble, goes to Doe near wing. Bounce pass to the block. That's Reed going up with it. Reverse layup is good. 38-30. Shifty move by Casey Reed.
Casey Reed's a nice little player. A nice baseline move. Use the backboard as an extra offensive man.
Adame from well beyond the arc. He puts it away. 41-30.
He can shoot a little bit.
Enze down to Reed. One dribble went up with it, had it blocked. Offensive rebound. Jordan Moreno draws the foul, makes the basket. Did they count it is the question. Or will they call that on the floor? (41-30) the lead for Jurupa Valley. 3:10 to play.
These coaches, both Justin Norman and Mark Gard, are getting their cardio in, yelling at the referees.
So they will count the basket. The and one free throw is good for Moreno. That's Jordan Moreno, though.
Are they brothers? Cousins?
Just happen to have the same last name. Honestly, I feel a little under-researched at this point. Beret with the three-pointer comes up short. Enze in transition. His pass was intended for a 6'8" player. Unfortunately, Antonio Moreno was there. He's only 5'9". Out of bounds it goes. 41-33, 2:48 on the clock. Jurupa Valley right back to work. It'll be Alan Aguilar who brings it up. Getting set to check back in is Ian Davis for La Sierra. Near side Mesa. Into Perez, no good.
Perez had a great first half, and he seems to be one of those guys that can get his hand on, offensively and defensively. He's always in every single play.
So an inbounds for Jurupa Valley. To the left of the backboard. Jags leading by 8, just over 2.5 to play in the third. Inbounds pass goes to Aguilar. For 3, Adame from the near corner. That one rattles around and comes back out. Offensive rebound for a moment, hauled in by Beret, but he has it taken away. And now a travel called on La Sierra's Enze, trying to go back the other way for the Eagles, and Jurupa Valley takes over again. Both these teams have played league champ Hillcrest close. La Sierra, when they had the Trojans come to their house, ended up only losing by 12, but hung around for most of that game with Jackson Wood's squad. To the far corner for Doe. His three-point attempt off the back of the iron. Rebound is loose, and between Jordan Moreno and Jurupa Valley's Alan Aguilar, that'll be a jump ball.
The referees are a little confused of the paint scheme on the court here. It's actually out of bounds. They were both out of bounds, but the line they thought was inbounds. It was definitely out of bounds by about 1.5 feet.
There's 2 volleyball courts that go horizontally across the basketball court here. And one of those lines for the volleyball court is about 1.5 feet away from the baseline. So there's all kinds of blue lines down there. Takeaway by Enze. In the paint, playing defense. Ian Davis drives baseline from the near side. Hesitation, went up with it and came right back down. He thought he was blocked. Instead, the referees call a travel.
It's a questionable call there. It should be a jump ball.
Justin Norman firmly believes that should have been a jump ball. Boy, Ian Davis went up with it. He was packed. Came back down with the ball still in his hands.
I just like how Mark Guard over at Jurupa Valley smirked and laughed at the call because he knew it was a bad one.
8-point lead. Justin Norman still waiting for an explanation he likes, and he's not going to get one.
No, this isn't the Saints Rams.
Enze to Doe. Inside, Ekong, one dribble from the elbow. His shot doesn't fall.
That could have been reviewed though, if it was the championship game. Go to the review board.
Take a look at the video replay. Beret. Adame with a nice little move, but his pass intercepted. Right back the other way for La Sierra. Here comes Doe. Turns it to Ekong. Baseline, tried to split a couple defenders. Lost his dribble for a moment. Pasha Beret was playing defense. Out of bounds, last touched by Jurupa Valley. William Doe will have the inbounds pass for La Sierra. Substitution is on, comes Casey Reed. Off goes Jordan Moreno. Doe looking for options. Had Davis for a moment near corner. Instead goes to the opposite corner. Enze, dribble drive, kick out to Doe. Doe now drives. His layup is no good. Enze there for the putback. Doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Jurupa Valley. Lots of missed shots in this one. Say what you will about the referees, but shots just aren't falling.
Right now it's like a hockey game. A lot of missed shots.
41-33.
Can we get a shift change?
From center ice, that's Adame. Bareg finds a wide open Cuellar, and he hits it from mid-range. 2 seconds, 1 second to play in the third. I don't know if Enze's going to get this off, and he does. Misses anyways. 8-point lead for Jurupa Valley. What did we have? Maybe 3 baskets in that quarter. We head to the fourth. A 10-point lead for the Jaguars from Jurupa Valley. Basically win and you're in. We're watching it live, listening to it live, that is, on the Inland Sports YouTube channel on a Friday afternoon. We'll be back shortly.
The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. Spoil yourself and your car at Spoiled. Kin Sporting Goods. They have all of your sporting gear needs, Letterman's jackets, and team uniforms. Catalano Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road. You're going to save thousands of dollars at Catalano Motors. And Boost Performance Training with Coach Ray Bass. Athletes of all levels and all sports are going to Boost Performance Training in Corona.
Back again courtside at Jurupa Valley High School. Are those cookies, Jeff?
Yeah, they're definitely cookies. We got them from a parent at UC Riverside last night as Pep Fernandez and I called the game. One of the mothers, you know, this is twice this year we've been given cookies. I don't need any more cookies. I need water and celery. Don't give me cookies because I'm going to eat them all. You give me celery and water, I'm not going to have either one of them.
Gotcha.
But milk and cookies or any kind of soda or chili cheeseburgers, I'll eat those. Don't give me celery.